All right, we'll start with an easy one. Which edge rushers are standing out to you so far, 5 days into camp?
You always want them to do good, but Anthony Lucas is doing a good job. BR Shelby's doing a good job. Even Solo's doing a decent job. You know, Jamil's trying to get in the rhythm, but I mean, those guys. Cam Fountain's doing a good job as a young guy, but you know the standard's pretty high, so it's hard to say they're arrived. So that's not what I'm saying, but those are the guys that are doing a good job.
Can you elaborate on Jamil's leadership? It just seems like based on everyone we've talked to, he's kind of the leader of that defensive line room overall. And of course, it's more than leadership. You need talent to get on the field too, and he's got a lot of that.
Yeah,
but how much does his leadership affect his ability to get on the field?
Man, I mean, leaders come in many different shapes and form, and as long as you could inspire and motivate the guys that are on the field with you, we'll take that. And he's doing a good job of utilizing his experience and a veteran player that knows what's right, knows what's wrong, and try to hold everybody accountable as well as we are. You know, so just an extension of us. So he's doing a good job with that.
Shaun, I know it's not your specific group anymore, but you obviously work with him a lot. What's different this year about BR than last year? He's talked a lot about his motor.
Oh no, man. Let me correct that, man. This is our specific group. It's like every single one of us have a hand in it, and BR's doing a much better job of focusing and dialing and try to apply the discipline that's necessary, the consistency of the discipline that's necessary for him to take his game to the next level. And experience helped. He's a sophomore last year, and now he's going to his junior year, so it's somebody that we're really counting on to execute at a high level from a consistent standpoint.
You mentioned it's our group. I'm just curious, what has been like the day-to-day relationship with you and Coach Henny, just in terms of how you balance responsibilities?
Excellent. It's you know, we roll together. Me and him are locked arm in arms, and even Coach Skyler and all the guys that are helping us out. But it helps a lot when you have a lot of good hands that could you know, and extra set of eyes to look at the guys and make sure that we can locate what they need to work on, you know, and obviously compliment them what they need to work on. And it's such a huge blessing to have someone with that experience.
Is that kind of a unique relationship to you? Like a lot of times you don't see really two coaches, you know, really kind of take control of and work hand in hand over one group. Is that unique to you, or just something?
My mindset is you always look at if you have humility and you understand that the team is first and foremost. I don't look as unique. I think it's necessary. You know, you look at the safeties. I got safety, a corner coach, D-line. You got edges and inside. But I like the way me and Henry are doing it. It's all cross. You know what I'm saying? And I can't ask for anybody better to go to battle with. Like, you know, his authenticity and his genuine. It's very real, and especially his knowledge and his energy. So I'm grateful.
We just talked to Kobe. You were a real rock for him these last couple of years. When he went in the portal, what were the conversations?
Who is this?
Kobe
Pepe?
What were the conversations you had with him then, just sticking with it and staying here?
Very simple. Like, you have an opportunity ahead of you, and it's part of the process of developing young players, developing players in general. Like, some people get it early, some people never get it, some people just fight all the way to the end. And I'm excited with his progression, and he's a young man that has matured a lot. So we're fired up to have Kobe.
What's the biggest way that he's improved or grown or changed?
Consistency. I know that you guys, you're going to hear me say consistency as a highlight, but it really is that. Like, Kobe, bring the freaking fire, bring the energy. Like, that is something that he's got to understand. Sometimes he has good days, but I'm like, you got to have elite days every day. You know, take his game to the next level. You're just not a big nose, even though that's your role, but we expect you to do extra. You know, so he's a fighter.
What have you seen from Carlin Jones so far, and what does he need to do to carve out a role?
You know, they just approved Carlin Jones. I think it was yesterday or today for full goal. You know what I mean? And it's good to have mass. Good to have mass, and that's what he brings. And he's a very intelligent young man, a little bit behind on the technique and all that stuff, but that's secondary to the mentality and the mindset that we're looking for, and he's bringing it every day. Very, very proud and encouraged with Carlin.
I know Coach Lynn was talking about, you know, size on the interior is an important factor in this defense than last year's. How much different is that in terms of what you want from the position, especially a defensive tackle?
But the principles are the same. You still want big guys that can strike people and knock them back and get off blocks and make plays. Just the methods of how you approach it is a little bit different, you know. The belief in the bigger body and the scheme fits is different. It's not like it's right or wrong. It's just different concept and what you believe in. And I like what we have right now.
Coach, tackling was a huge issue for you all last year. What philosophical changes has Coach Lynn brought?
Mindset and leverage. You got to have the guys in the right mindset to ready and go bite their mouthpiece down and go knock people out, and then everybody be on the right leverage to make those plays.
What's your expectation and standard for BR Shelby this year in terms of the growth he's made?
Probably higher than anybody on the team, just as high as same as Anthony Lucas and any guy that has the ability to do big things. That is he knows it, we know it, and we have all the faith that we're going to get it out of him.
What's the key? What's the key to bringing all of that talent together? What does he need
Trust.
to do?
He needs to trust that he can do it. He needs to trust that he can do it within the scheme that we have designed for him, and he needs to trust his ability. So he needs to trust himself and us. So he gets that trust. You can see him fly.